Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Honors College Convocation honoring the graduating class of 2013. I'm Betty Bottoms, and I have the great privilege of being the Dean of the Honors College. Before we start, let me remind you, find the cell phone, turn it off. And to those of you on the floor, if you're texting, we can see it. Now, I'll ask everyone to rise as the UIC student group called Illinois performs the Star-Spangled Banner. The words are on the inside, the back of your program.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you very, very much. That was wonderful. Please be seated. Welcome, welcome soon-to-be graduates. I'm so very glad to see you here tonight at this Honors College Convocation, which is a formal celebration of your academic excellence and your achievement, and of course, your graduation. You are the 30th graduating class of the UIC Honors College. You join more than 5,000 Honors College alumni who preceded you, and also more than 1,500 James Scholars who preceded them. Welcome also to everyone else here tonight. All of the people who have supported you, your family, your friends, the faculty, the staff, the administrators, and the alumni. I'd like to ask all the families and the guests of the graduates to please rise and be recognized tonight. Everybody who came. Thank you. Thank you very much for entrusting your students to us. You should all be very, very, very proud of them. To all of the alumni who are here with us tonight, welcome home. And to our honored guests who join me here on the stage. First, I'd like all the faculty members of the Honors College to please rise. Thank you for everything that you've done to guide these students. Now, everyone else on the stage, please rise. All the staff members, the administrators, the dignitaries, everyone. Thank you very much for doing everything that you have to support these students and the Honors College. And last but not least, one more time, graduates, stand up and remain standing for a minute. I am very proud to present to everyone the Honors College class of 2013. Every single one of you has successfully completed the requirements of the UIC Honors College. The gold stoles that you're going to get tonight signify your commitment to academic excellence, to service, and to leadership. You are true scholars and true leaders. Thank you. These students here tonight are among the most impressive students ever to graduate from the University of Illinois at Chicago, or from anywhere for that matter. They have very high GPAs reflecting years and years of hard work in their classes. They are also very accomplished in other ways. They are accomplished researchers. Every one of them has just completed a senior capstone thesis, and they have presented it publicly. They also publish journals, all on their own. The Journal of Pre-Health Affiliated Students, the Red Shoes Literary Review, UIC One World, the Ampersand, and the Asterisk. They engage in meaningful public service in the community, and they excel in cultural arts and fine arts. And they are leaders on campus, in the Honors College, in student organizations such as the Society for Future Physicians, the nationally ranked UIC Mock Trial Team, the Honors College Student Leadership Council, and the Honors College Advisory Board. In recognition of the partnership with the Honors College Advisory Board, Anam Syed, the HCAB president this year, carried the Honors College banner just a few moments ago. More than 300 UIC professors from across this campus serve as Honors College faculty fellows. They execute the college's mission by setting rigorous academic standards, teaching honors courses, and of course, mentoring the students. In recognition of this key role, Dr. Ekaterina Piroshenko, our first ever postdoctoral fellow in teaching and mentoring in the Honors College, carried the UIC banner that led the faculty processional tonight. The banners that you see behind me represent all of the UIC colleges, because UIC Honors College students and Honors College faculty fellows have academic homes in every one of those colleges. Now, I am delighted to introduce you to the UIC Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs and Provost, Dr. Lon Kaufman. Provost Kaufman is the Chief Academic and Operating Officer for the campus. He received his doctorate from the State University of New York at Stony Brook. Then he joined the faculty at UIC, where he is Professor of Biological Sciences and of Bioengineering, and he is a university scholar. His research on the regulation of gene expression as it relates to crop productivity has been extensively funded and widely published. We are very fortunate here at UIC that Provost Kaufman has called UIC home for his entire academic career thus far, and even more fortunate that he has been willing to serve in many administrative roles, even while doing research and his teaching. In particular, he has always considered undergraduate education a top priority. As such, he served as Vice Provost for Undergraduate Affairs and Dean of the Honors College before I was privileged to carry that title. While Dean, he put into place many of the programs you have all benefited from during your time in the Honors College. So it's wonderful that he's here tonight with you to see you off. Welcome, Provost Kaufman.
Thank you, Dean Bottoms. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the UIC campus, I welcome all of you, our cherished graduates certainly, their families, friends, spouses, partners, children, siblings, colleagues, and especially their mentors. I would also like to thank and congratulate, as did the Dean, the faculty fellows, the staff, the alumni, the emeriti, the donors, the donors, the donors, the donors, the future donors, and all the other friends of the college. They've all had a role in this day and certainly in your education. In most colleges, the faculty define the vision of the college. In the Honors College, it's quite different. You're really immersed in the students and the students' experience. If you want to stay young, come to the Honors College. As the UIC Honors College class of 2013, you represent 350 of the people upon whom the world will depend. You live in a world of electronic agility, of imagination, certainly of diversity, of hypertext, of multitasking, and of MOOCs. A world in which all things are possible and all things can be done at the same time. You live in a world of youthful confidence and certainty of always having the right answer right at your fingertips, and many times never having the right answer. You live in a world where you synergized with your future selves as you work with faculty, as you work with physicians, as you work with other professionals, an opportunity to peek into the future. And it's within this youthful and diverse environment that our best students learn, they teach, they experience, and they thrive. And it is within this youthful and diverse environment that UIC nurtures a new class, and I would pose a different class and a better class of world leaders. At my first convocation as dean many years ago, I read a poem called Forever Young. It's a poem by a poet named Robert Zimmerman. Your parents may know of him, or your grandparents may know of him, in which he describes the need to retain youthful wonderment about the world, to remain agile, to remain imaginative, to stay forever young, even and especially as you mature. During my time as dean and through the students, as I said, I relearned youthfulness and wonderment of the world. I unlearned my Newtonian ruled and oriented stay within the lines view of the world. That same poet wrote another poem in 1964 called My Back Pages, more or less about his relearning of wonderment and about his losing his black and white view of the world. So I will spare you the full 40-minute rendition and just read the last two stanzas. Self-adorned, professor's tongue, too serious to fool, spouted out that liberty is just equality in school. Equality, I spoke the word as if a wedding vow, but I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now. Yes, my guard stood hard when abstract threats, too noble to neglect, deceived me into thinking I had something to protect. Good and bad, I define these terms quite clear, no doubt somehow, but I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now. Well, it's your turn now, so grab fast to your imagination, hold tight to your wonderment. Remember what you've learned by living in the continuum of society that is represented at UIC. It makes you unique, and it does so in ways you will only appreciate when you look back. It is what sets you apart from others, and it's what will allow you as leaders to move the world forward. You are bright, you are gifted, and you are talented. And you have a responsibility to use those gifts and to use those talents. I applaud your accomplishments today and look forward to hearing about your accomplishments in the future. Please stay in touch. Please return to inspire the next generation of UIC Honors College students, and please have meaningful lives. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you very much for those words. Our keynote speaker tonight is Judith Rusi Kirschner. She's Deputy Director for Education and Women's Board Endowed Chair at the Art Institute of Chicago. She is a distinguished member of UIC's faculty as well, and until very recently, she was the Dean of UIC's College Architecture, Design, and the Arts, a title she held for 15 years. Professor Kirschner received her undergraduate degree in art history from Barnard and her graduate degree from Bryn Mawr. She joined UIC in 1990 after serving as curator at Chicago's Museum of Contemporary Art and at the Terra Museum of American Art. Her scholarship focuses on contemporary art, especially Italian artists and feminist movements. Her work has been widely published and recognized with the Warhol Foundation Award for Criticism. As dean, Professor Kirschner transformed the College of Architecture, Design, and the Arts into a nationally and internationally recognized leader for education. Her leadership brought to the UIC College the Jane Addams Hull House Museum, as well as numerous grants from the National Endowment for the Arts, the National Endowment for the Humanities, and the Chicago Community Trust. In her current roles at the Art Institute And as a member of the City of Chicago Department of Cultural Affairs and Special Events Advisory Board, Professor Kirschner shapes the influence of art education in the city of Chicago. The example that Judith Kirschner has set as a lifelong supporter of public education, of UIC and its students, and of the Chicago arts community is remarkable, and it is inspiring. Having her as our keynote speaker, a leader who embodies the importance of engagement in culture and in art, is fitting for the Honors College, where students learn that a rich life is not narrowly constructed. It is especially timely in the inaugural year of our college's Chicago Signature Honors Programming, which is an extracurricular initiative engaging UIC students in Chicago's diverse cultural opportunities through trips to museums, the symphony, theaters, and so forth and so forth. Welcome.
Thank you, Dean Bottoms, and thank you to all of you who are here today, especially students about to be graduates. It's really my honor to be addressing you this evening. You know, in my 15 years, I quickly found out that very conventional commencement speeches often begin with an autobiographical statement when I share with you the honor and good fortune which have given me the role that I shape tonight. But I have to say, you're particularly precious to me because I did spend the last 15 years here at UIC as Dean of Architecture, Design, and the Arts. And in that capacity, I introduced many luminaries and invited them to share with students like you a bit of their biography, as well as their views on the significance of public higher education and the enormous potential that you have. But when I speak tonight, I want each of you to return that favor, to close your eyes for a minute and to begin to imagine what you will say years from now when you stand here addressing future generations. How will you present? How will you recast and represent your years at UIC's Honors College? Before you get too far along that path, I want to share a real-life coincidence and a bit of a confidence. Your esteemed Dean, Betty Bottoms, and I are proud graduates of the same high school. That's Petersburg High School in Virginia. Obviously, I was in an earlier class, but the fact that we both, through very different avenues, arrived in Chicago and then chose to join UIC sheds light about the power of choice and of good fortune. Fortunate was I to go north to be educated at two prestigious women's colleges in the East, at a moment when the contemporary art world, indeed the political world, was in flux. I was in a freshman class when the news of John F. Kennedy's assassination struck, and I was downtown in Manhattan going to art shows during the very first glimmers of pop art, exhibitions of Andy Warhol, and shocking shows by Klaus Oldenburg in the late 60s. My immediate attraction to the world of contemporary culture and urban life began as a student and an art historian. More importantly, my admiration and fascination with creativity, with the power of artists and art to support a higher order of thinking in any disciplinary, in multidisciplinary areas, was nurtured here at UIC and even earlier at the Museum of Contemporary Art and the Terra Museum. But it was my years as dean that allowed me the honor of entry into student studios, their practice recitals, their charrettes, where I had access to their thoughtful practice. I had the opportunity to see how difficult their work was. And I was blown away. I was really impressed by the experimental freedom and fearless attitude they held in the face of innovation. Very recently, I was appointed to a very new position as Deputy Director for Education at the Art Institute. And so I now have a more distanced, still crucial role, reimagining how museums should define their place as educators in a contemporary society. As a student of the history of art, and considering the contemporary efforts of artists, scientists, historians, engineers working today, either in studios, in labs, or in video labs, gives me and provides you a dynamic framework for analytical and creative thinking skills. The ability to daily engage with students and faculty in the heady, very contentious atmosphere of academic freedom at UIC will never be matched. It will be an enduring resource upon which I have drawn and upon which you will draw. Your years at the Honors College will provide you with the foundation, determination, and positive attitude toward the future, which will help you persevere over current grim economic forecasts and the political upheavals we all face. But where exactly do you fit into the larger cultural condition that I have pursued as honors graduate studying across many fields and embarking on professions in diverse areas, literature, science, and medicine? First of all, there are very substantial research findings from the Pew Foundation and recently here at UIC's CUPPA that demonstrate that arts participation, not only production, but participation in every arena is a significant predictor of civic engagement, tolerance, and other regarding behaviors. In other words, a preamble for a democratic society. This comprehensive analysis supports the claim that arts engagement beyond your career choices gives you a template for helping others, for well-being, and for activism, for lifelong partnerships. Without you as active participant audiences, there'll be no future for theater, music, or museums. You're very fortunate to have the Chicago Signature Honors Program, the new extracurricular initiative that engages UIC honors students with the cultural and intellectual diversity that Chicago's urban environment provides. I know that this program has broadened your sense of cultural and urban citizenship beyond the classroom setting, and to have experienced 15 programs without a charge is a remarkable example of good fortune. Please continue to draw on the encyclopedic programs and global collections of urban light. Citizens, students, and audience members can learn strategies from cultural practice for activating any critical 21st century skill. This will occur in experiences with the visual, musical, or theatrical culture. My career is an example. In multiple settings as a writer, a curator, or educator, whether I was in a museum, a gallery, or a college, and a museum again, depends less on the professional context, but always premised on the dynamic contract between a creator and the audience, between a writer and the reader. That commitment to assist others in interpretation and to facilitate debate is an important lesson. Let me pose 3 questions to you. This is the first question. Given the seduction today of media, the virtual world, the computer screen, apps, the guilty pleasures of girls and Game of Thrones, do you really believe that the experience of the other, that is the unknown that you encounter in the worlds of theater, sculpture, architecture, and music, those real experiences, can still disclose inner truths and offer authenticity? Well, you know my answer. The more you look, the more you see. I'm reminded of W.J.T. Mitchell, a professor at the University of Chicago, who begins classes by asking his students to return to the schoolroom exercise of show and tell, but with an initial assumption that the audience for this exercise is from a different culture, and that your everyday object must be interpreted to become familiar and comprehensible. Remember, there are no pictures without language and no pictures without real things to represent. The imaginary, the symbolic, and the real are not exclusively subject matter for students of visual culture, but these techniques are yours to manage formally or informally across the college borders that you studied here in the Honors College. For example, understanding the basic evidence of scientific experiments depends first on the powers of observation. Today, as ideas and images belong to media, instruments of communication, and images which reside in media promise democratic access. As Honors College graduates, you will protect that access for those who follow you. Thought determines the kinds of lives we lead, the philosophers say, and thought locates the choices that we make within the unlimited field of our so-called way of life. The door between the campus and the city swings in both directions, but when it opens to the city with its challenges and delights, its violence and beauty, you begin to position yourself as the protagonist in that drama. That doorway is never closed, and it is the enduring legacy of the Honors College. It frames action inside and out. It shapes your agency and your knowledge. You are the same person inside and out, and yet after these years here, you've changed. Now that you realize that your biography, albeit inherited from this wonderful group of family and friends, begins again today with the ways in which you will choose to represent yourself, how you will move beyond the givens of your biography and create your own autobiography, how you perform your future, how you choose your life work, and then perhaps alter your direction, how you acknowledge your constraints, yet protect your desire, protect your optimism, and protect your passion for learning. You have special skills no matter what career you choose, and those skills have made you more nimble and able to recalibrate. Your special training extends beyond professions to positions of leadership. It gives you higher tolerance for difference and access for helping others. Educators call this lifelong learning, and it perhaps will proceed in fits and starts. Rarely smooth, every day we're forced to compose our life stories, conforming to patterns of expectation and emotional, social, even financial success. At UIC, you're fortunate because your mentors, your faculty members, have become models where learning became research and research is transformed into service. In the middle of a city, often terrorized by meaningless homicides, they have helped you develop empathy for those exposed to global catastrophes. Here's the second question. Is this moment a watershed moment for you? That's one I won't answer. But you're best placed to make that judgment about what you derive from your college experience, not as consumers of employment possibilities, but as innovators in an increasingly complicated political and economic landscape. You've learned how to use argument and analysis to sift through ideas of extracting the reputable opinion about virtue and about happiness. Looking to the past for egalitarian models, risk-averse people will look for worst-case scenarios and become paralyzed. I encourage you not to resign yourself to the very real economic uncertainty which you face. Consider how your experience at UIC, finding your way, and excelling in an environment that balances excellence with access and privileges diversity has become your map or your app. Follow it as a way of learning across conceptual, cultural, and political differences. In hearing the present jargon, I urge you not to be the generation of "it is what it is." Instead, consider whatever your gender, the deeper lessons of Sheryl Sandberg's charge to believe in yourself, to give it your all, lean in, and never leave before you leave. Leaning in, she says, can promote a virtuous circle. Assume now that you will juggle work and family. As you step forward, you will succeed professionally, and you're well poised to ask for what you need and make those changes that will benefit others. Embrace a way of life that eschews the polarizing politics of race, gender, and ethnicity with the more difficult, even-handed politics of democracy and fair governance. You might even embrace a radical theory of minority interest democracy and radical reform, social change, helping others do as you have to arrive beyond this moment. You are the generation who should refuse to settle. You can continue to strive to do a lot more than your individual biography or intellectual inheritance may have ever predicted. Now, this is the third and final question. How will you choose to lead your life? In ancient Rome, honor signified the state of unimpaired dignity. To maintain honor, one had to observe certain rules, to be a member of an honor group. But honor moves from being prestige in the medieval period, where honor was often decided in a duel, and the winner was thought to be honorable in the eyes of a higher religious authority. Victory brought honor, defeat dishonor. And then there's also rank honor. That's the special respect that we hold for superiors, our teachers, our parents, our family, and officials. And then there's competitive honor. But there's a more modern view of honor that holds that one is entitled to a right to certain moral virtues. As honors graduates, you have the capacity to plan, to assess outcomes, and choose various probabilities. You've already demonstrated your will to leave, and not to mention the requisite commitment, intelligence, really a ferocious commitment to the work ethic and service. Finally, there are inner qualities, personal qualities that entitle someone to honor, as well as the external qualities, where a group, this group, determines one's right to respect. Tonight, you have both the responsibility and the power to make that determination about maintaining honor for yourselves and how to become a model for others. Today, you have succeeded in winning our enormous respect. We recognize your value, applaud your right to honor, your place in a dynamic and democratic culture. Congratulations and good luck to each of you.
Thank you so very much for that wonderful, wonderful speech. You have made our home, the Commonwealth of Virginia, very proud. Now I'd like to welcome to the podium Dr. Sarah Hall. She is Associate Professor of Germanic Studies, and she is the Honors College Associate Dean for Academic Affairs. She is going to present this year's Faculty Fellow of the Year Award.
Thank you. Honors Faculty Fellows are UIC faculty members who are individually assigned to provide personalized advising and mentoring to students from the sophomore year on. Each year, Honors College students nominate one fellow to be honored as the Fellow of the Year. This year, 7 fellows were nominated by 12 students, and I believe it's important to read all of their names. Betty Bottoms, nominated by Precious Marie Walker. Catherine Engel, nominated by Cody Booth. David Featherstone, nominated by Palak Patel. Anna Lizakowski, nominated by Paulina Struck. Paul Malchow, nominated by Vicky Shaw. Danny Martin, nominated by Evan Taylor. And Norma Maruzzi, nominated by Eduardo Alvarez and Danny Hankes. They're all fantastic mentors and wonderful exemplars of the Fellows Program. This year's awardee received a record number of 4 nominations. Professor Gary Rainey from the Department of Psychology in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. He was nominated by Alessandra Areola, Alvaro Cruz, Sagar Shah, and John Westbrook. Professor Rainey has been a fellow in the Honors College for 15 of his 20 years here at UIC. He's a cognitive psychologist who studies how people read and remember text, especially how being bilingual can improve text comprehension. He has served the Honors College by being a member of the Honors Council under Dean Kaufman, and by working with dozens of honors students over the years, many of whom have won awards for their research. He previously won the UIC Flames Alumni Teaching and Mentoring Award, the UIC Excellence in Teaching Award, and the UIC Teaching Recognition Program Award. Alessandra Areola wrote, quote, "I transferred to UIC as a junior, and I had so many questions about the bachelor's in psychology I wished to pursue. When I first met Dr. Rainey, he was a very welcoming and helpful person. He gave me information about research and about classes that I should be taking. Without him, I wouldn't have known what research even was. Dr. Rainey was the person who helped me stay on the path I opened at UIC, and he motivated me to do the best in all my classes." John Westbrook contributed to the nomination by writing, quote, "Dr. Rainey's commitment to his students' success is demonstrated by the time and energy that he has spent with me and my capstone thesis and graduate school applications. His dedication and generosity, along with his resources and knowledge, have been instrumental to the realization of my academic goals. Dr. Rainey has offered the invaluable encouragement and assistance that are the makings of a fine Honors College Fellow." So please join me in congratulating and thanking Professor Rainey for his dedication and the honor of being named the Fellow of the Year.
Thank you very much, Dean Hall, and congratulations, Professor Rainey. Very well deserved. Next, we are going to recognize each and every member of this year's graduating class one by one. I'm going to invite to the podium Mr. Jerry Jimenez, who's going to announce the names of each graduate, and Ms. Beth Powers, who is Director of the Office of Special Scholarship Programs. She will read a sampling of awards that each of the students has received. Associate Dean Stacy Williams is going to adorn each one of the graduates with a gold honors stole.
Will each row of students please be ready to approach the stage as the names of the last students of the previous row are called. Please enter the stage from your right and exit to your left. We ask that you hold your applause until all students have been named. Will the first row please approach the platform? Vanessa Afre.
Fellow Laura Yunker, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award, Honors College Student Engagement Grant, Honors Council Award.
Nahid Ahmad.
Fellow Indru Punwani, Honors College University Scholar Award, Dean Study Abroad Scholarship.
Mohammed Ahmed.
Fellow Liang Wei Gong.
Hiba Akbari.
Fellow Peter Okema, Sarah Madonna Cabas Undergraduate Research Award, Louis Pasteur Award.
Olatunde Akinlolu Ale.
Fellow Miriam Ezenwa, Honors College Tuition Award, University of Illinois President's Award, CBA Future Business Innovators Scholarship.
Jessica Albergo.
Fellow Joel Brown, Tau Sigma National Honor Society.
Panagiotis Alexakos.
Fellow Tom Driver.
Dana Alcalad.
Fellow Rana Cohen, Golden Key International Honor Society.
Eduardo Alvarez Gutierrez.
Fellow Norma Maruzzi, Dean Study Abroad Scholarship, Honors College Tuition Award, Cabas Award for Undergraduate Research.
Vaishak Ambli.
Fellow Alan Schwartz, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award, Cabas Award for Undergraduate Research, Flaherty Award for Study Abroad.
Azim Anjum.
Fellow Carmen Lilly, INPO National Academy of Nuclear Training Merit Scholarship, Stephen M. Pasquarelli Academic Merit Scholarship.
Alitha Apavu.
Fellow David Eddington, Tau Beta Pi Engineering Honor Society.
Anais Arias.
Fellow Karina Reyes.
Daisy Arrington.
Fellow Ludwig Nietzsche.
Jillian Avila.
Fellow Jennifer Wiley, Honors College University Scholar Award.
Wada Ayub.
Fellow Ron Dubroil, Golden Key International Honor Society.
Martine Balthazar.
Fellow Kathleen Ryan, Honors Council Award, Golden Key International Honor Society.
Boyon Bartilota.
Fellow Laura Anderson.
Kevin Bautista.
Fellow Kara Morgan Short, UIC Student Research Forum, second place in Social Sciences category.
Amy Bank.
Fellow Gayatri Reddy, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award, Golden Key International Honor Society.
Lauren Bianacchi.
Fellow Rachel Gordon, Social Justice and Human Rights Student Summer Institute.
Dorota Bloch.
Fellow Mitchell Reutman, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Taylor Borgman.
Fellow David McKernan, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Marissa Kiko Burton.
Fellow Diana Debilski, UIC Student Research Forum, third place in Social Sciences category, Flaherty Scholarship for Study Abroad.
Rachel Bush.
Fellow Susan Vonderheid.
Dylan Busser.
Fellow Crystal Patil, Benjamin A. Gilman International Scholarship, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award, LAS Undergraduate Research Initiative Award.
Blanca Bustos.
Fellow Diana Nabilski, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarship, LAS Undergraduate Research Initiative Award.
Andrew Campos.
Fellow Monshil Sodi.
John Kapua.
Fellow Laura Yunker, TCF Bank Supporting Excellence Endowment Scholarship, Joshua J. Terry Memorial Scholarship in Anthropology, Honors College Tuition Award.
Eduardo Castro.
Fellow Milos Zefran, Honors College University Scholar Award, Caterpillar Award for Undergraduate Research, Honors College Tuition Award.
Chenan Chang.
Fellow Mary Dawn Hennessy, Lorette Kirstein Scholarship for International Students, Sigma Theta Tau International Nursing Honor Society.
Wei Chang.
Fellow Wonghua Cho, Rena K. Ducour Undergraduate Research Award, Sarah Madonna Cabas Award for Undergraduate Research.
Shani Chibber.
Fellow Donald Chambers, FMC Technologies Incorporated Award of Excellence Scholarship, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award, Honors College Tuition Award.
Yale Cho.
Fellow Andrew Panwani, Honors College University Scholar Award, Truman Scholarship finalist, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award.
Sabarish Chakalingam.
Fellow Jie Liang, Illinois General Assembly Scholarship, Tau Beta Pi Engineering Honor Society.
Kaylee Cho.
Fellow Jonathan Daly, John and Grace Nuveen International Award, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Elizabeth Christian.
Fellow Norma Maruzzi, CB Memorial Scholarship, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Kayla Christian.
Fellow Roy Plotnick, McNair Fellowship, Sarah Madonna Cabas Award for Undergraduate Research.
Yeyun Chung.
Fellow Scott Shippey, Anna Pesey Scholarship, Norman Knottrebe Award for Scientific Achievement, Honors College Tuition Award.
Lisa Conti.
Fellow Stephanie Crawford, Sarah Madonna Cabas Award for Undergraduate Research, Honors College Tuition Award.
Michael Crino.
Fellow William Kling.
Patricia Corona.
Fellow Suzanne McCutcheon, Sarah Madonna Cabas Award for Undergraduate Research, Caterpillar Award for Undergraduate Research.
Alvaro Cruz.
Fellow Christopher Boyer, Kerr Scholarship, Nancy Hirschberg Memorial Grant, Sarah Madonna Cabas Award for Undergraduate Research.
Cristina Cruz.
Fellow Miguel Gonzalez Meller, Honors College Tuition Award, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award, Campus Housing Senior Peer Mentor Supervisor Grant.
Sharon Cusack.
Fellow Eileen Hacker, Honors College Tuition Award, Sigma Theta Tau International Nursing Honor Society, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Joseph Dang.
Fellow A. Simon Picard, Norman Knottrebe Award for Scientific Achievement, Biological Sciences 100 Outstanding Scholar. The Phi Beta Kappa Society.
Frances de la Torre. Sarah Davis.
Fellow Jennifer Wiley, LAS Undergraduate Research Initiative Award, Mary Bialis Award for Gender and Women's Studies, Flaherty Award for Study Abroad.
Frances de la Torre.
Fellow Geraldine Gorman, Sigma Theta Tau International Nursing Honor Society.
Robel Demisi.
Fellow Duncan Wardrop.
Angelina Diaz.
Fellow Liang Wei Gong.
Shane Dillon.
Fellow Natasha Devroye, Tau Beta Pi Engineering Honor Society.
Sunam Dodia.
Fellow Ronna Cohen, Chicago Bar Association Award for Instrumental Performance, Leonard Coten Award for Physical Chemistry, Harnack Award for Instrumental Performance.
Joseph Deuce.
Fellow Mary Lou Bereither, Honors College Tuition Award, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Leah Drzezinski.
Fellow Luigi Salerni.
Megan Essman.
Fellow Exa Alfonso, Tau Sigma National Honor Society.
Shahira Fatima.
Fellow Boris Igik, Eugenia R. and Max M. Jacobson, MD Memorial Scholarship, Honors College Tuition Award, Caterpillar Award for Undergraduate Research.
Victoria Fitzsimmons.
Fellow Feng Gao, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Josephina Frankovich.
Fellow Roberta Pykoff Holtzmuller, Tau Sigma National Honor Society.
Kristen Federici.
Fellow Karen Troy, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Bridget Gallagher.
Fellow Kevin Kumashiro.
Shreya Gandhi.
Fellow Donald Chambers, Honors College University Scholar Award, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award, Sarah Madonna Cabas Award for Undergraduate Research.
Samantha Garcia.
Fellow Hui Ching Chang, President's List, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Stephanie Getz.
Fellow Leslie Fung, LAS Undergraduate Research Initiative Award, Sarah Madonna Cabas Award for Undergraduate Research, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Natalia Gola.
Fellow Sarah Hall, Flaherty Award for Study Abroad.
Vithya Govind Thomas.
Fellow Donald Chambers, LAS Undergraduate Research Initiative Award, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award, Asian American Studies Undergraduate Research Grant.
Kate Goyer.
Fellow Jennifer Wiley, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Jessica Grant.
Fellow Lynette Jackson, University of Illinois President's Award.
Christopher Grayling.
Fellow Cheryl Nakata, John Curtis Johnson Award, Beta Gamma Sigma Business Honor Society.
Wenji Guo.
Fellow Donald Chambers, Fulbright Oxford Clarendon Scholarship, Barry M. Goldwater Scholarship, American Association for Cancer Research, Thomas J. Bardos Science Education Award.
Alexi Gurik.
Fellow Teresa Krasa, Sigma Theta Tau International Nursing Honor Society, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Josiah Hahn.
Fellow Leslie Sandlow, Honors College University Scholar Award, Engineering Department Award, Caterpillar Award for Undergraduate Research.
Daniel Hankes.
Fellow Norma Maritzi, Honors College Tuition Award, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award, UIC Transfer Merit Tuition Award.
Ryan Hansen.
Fellow Norman Katz.
Deborah Happ.
Fellow Lisa Froman, Honors College University Scholar Award, Honors College Tuition Award, Honors College Advisory Board Scholarship.
Hannah Hashim.
Fellow Michael Kirschenheiter, Beta Gamma Sigma Business Honor Society.
Bianca Hassoun.
Fellow Shahrabono Fadavi, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award, Honors College Tuition Award, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Allison Heiss.
Fellow Teresa Orenik, Sarah Madonna Cabas Award for Undergraduate Research, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award.
Amir Helmi.
Fellow Thomas Tice, Sarah Madonna Cabas Award for Undergraduate Research, Caterpillar Award for Undergraduate Research, Tau Beta Pi Engineering Honor Society.
Shauna Hendricks.
Fellow Mark Chiang, Dean Study Abroad Scholarship.
Denise Hernandez.
Fellow Shahrabono Fadavi, Biological Sciences Outstanding Scholarship Award.
Likai Hicks.
Fellow Richard Kastner, H.E. Paron Scholarship, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award.
Grace Ho.
Fellow John Hetling, Tau Beta Pi Engineering Honor Society.
Anne Harina.
Fellow Todd Distichter.
James Howard.
Fellow Charles Larito.
Grace Schreck.
Fellow Leslie Fung, Olive C. Kuhn and Alfred L. Kuhn Scholarship, Asian American Studies Undergraduate Creative Arts Grant, Chancellor's Undergraduate Research Award.
Monique Hughes.
Fellow Lorna Finnegan, Golden Key International Honor Society, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Nicole Hurley.
Fellow Ziol Hassan.
Caesar Jordan.
Fellow William McCarty, McKelvey Scholarship, Chief Albrecht Award, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award.
Sabrine Jaber.
Fellow Norman Katz.
Edleta James.
Fellow Susan von der Heide, Dr. Albert Schweitzer Fellow, National Truman Scholar Finalist, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Nursing Corps Scholarship recipient.
Marisol Jara.
Fellow Deanna Wilkie, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi, Golden Key International Honor Society.
Samuel Kang.
Fellow Lon Kaufman.
Kylie Carnes.
Fellow Peter Thompson, Honors College Tuition Award, Ralph L. Westphal Foundation Scholarship, Beta Gamma Sigma Business Honor Society.
Lindsay Carson.
Fellow Liang Wei Gong, Liberal Arts and Sciences Alumni Association Merit Award, LAS Undergraduate Research Initiative Award, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Katerina Kasperi.
Fellow Ronald Dubrow, LAS Undergraduate Research Initiative Award, Honor Society Phi Kappa Phi, Golden Key International Honor Society.
Kelly Kawabata.
Fellow Z. Jim Wang.
Brian Killian.
Fellow Donald Chambers, Honors College University Scholar Award, Spark Film Award, Student Delegate to 12th World Summit of Nobel Peace Laureates.
Jocelyn King.
Fellow Kathleen Noor, Honors College University Scholar Award, Honor Society Phi Kappa Phi.
Chaitra Kishore.
Fellow Jesus Garcia Martinez, Unger Scholarship for Women in Engineering, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award, Tau Beta Pi Engineering Honor Society.
Hannah Keppel.
Fellow John Coombe Lilly, Campus Housing Peer Mentor of the Year, Olive C. Kuhn and Alfred L. Kuhn Scholarship, Illinois General Assembly Scholarship.
Stephanie Kerner.
Fellow Danny Bernard Martin.
Lisa Komolova.
Fellow Anthony Pagano.
Andreas Kunelis.
Fellow Sarah Hall.
Gajanan Kulkarni.
Fellow Ixa Alfonso.
Emily Lawrence.
Fellow John Coombe Lilly, Academic Female Athlete of the Year, 3-time Scholastic All-American, Lisette Labashang Scholarship.
Michelle Lee.
Fellow Mike Stieff, Critical Language Scholarship Program, Sarah Madonna Cabas Award for Undergraduate Research, Liberal Arts and Sciences Alumni Association Merit Award.
Sue Lee.
Fellow Donald Wink.
Dongru Lee.
Fellow Carmen Lilly, College of Engineering Dean Scholarship, Fedor Litvin Engineering Scholarship, Chancellor's Undergraduate Research Award.
Ina Laiko.
Fellow Hayat Onyuskil, Chancellor's Undergraduate Research Award, Sarah Madonna Cabas Award for Undergraduate Research, Honors College Tuition Award.
Mary Lima.
Fellow Liang Wei Gong, Yugurtha Bates Memorial Award, Honors College Tuition Award, Transfer Merit Award.
Shushuan Liu.
Fellow Joanna Burdett.
Emmy Lucas.
Fellow Donald Morrison, Golden Key International Honor Society.
Sriti Madrecha.
Fellow Chiang Wang, LAS Undergraduate Research Initiative Award, Dean Scholarship for Study Abroad.
Swati Madugula.
Fellow Leslie Fung, Sarah Madonna Cabas Award for Undergraduate Research, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award.
David Marchfield.
Fellow Elizabeth Lantz, Flaherty Scholarship for Study Abroad, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Meredith Miresh.
Fellow Luigi Salerni, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award, Flaherty Scholarship for Study Abroad, Honors College Tuition Award.
Kevin Martinez.
Fellow John Leonard, Honors College Tuition Award, American Heart Association Grant.
Marco Martinez.
Fellow Jorge Girati, Honors College University Scholar Award, Honors College Tuition Award, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Catherine Matanki.
Fellow James Pellegrino, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award, Outstanding Leadership Award at the Levine Hillel Center, University of Illinois Alumni Association Activities Honorary Society.
Sydney Mayer.
Fellow Norma Maruzzi, Caterpillar Award for Undergraduate Research, UIC Student Research Forum, First Place in Social Sciences, Fred Garcia Endowed Award.
Colleen McLaughlin.
Fellow Rachel Gordon, Honors College Tuition Award.
Luke Miller.
Fellow Stephen Kelso, Honors College Tuition Award, Transfer Merit Award, Lincoln Student Laureate Honorable Mention.
Rupa Murmira.
Fellow Donald Chambers, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Moral Majukian.
Fellow Linda Slimmer, Honors College Student Engagement Grant, Phi Theta Kappa Scholarship, Sigma Theta Tau International Nursing Honor Society.
Atefe Morcelli.
Fellow John Kessel.
Yasemin Muzahim.
Fellow Robert Malchow, Honors College Tuition Award, Sarah Madonna Cabas Undergraduate Research Award.
Roy Imwale.
Fellow Sarah Dunn, AAAN and Black Student Union Outstanding Student in the College of Art and Architecture, Honors College Student Engagement Grant.
Solomon Natala.
Fellow David Wise, Chancellor's Student Service and Leadership Award.
Alexis Oshala.
Fellow Anna Roosevelt, Olive C. Kuhn and Alfred L. Kuhn Scholarship, Chancellor's Student Service and Leadership Award, Women's Leadership and Resource Center Tuition Award.
Bolaji Oke Samuel.
Fellow Christian Messenger, Tau Sigma National Honor Society, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Ruth Andrasek.
Fellow Daniel Korkos, Proviso East Teachers Union Scholarship.
Daria Orlovska.
Fellow James Pellegrino, Honors College Tuition Award.
Muxiang Pajerski.
Fellow Philip Burton, Print and Graphics Foundation Scholarship, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Jesus Paniagua.
Fellow Jeff Lewis, Honors College Tuition Award, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Irene Grace Park.
Fellow David Stone, Honors College Tuition Award, Korean American Scholarship Foundation Scholarship, Louise Hay Award.
Ashley Pate.
Fellow Eleni Katsaru, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarship, Honors College Tuition Award, 12th World Summit of Nobel Peace Laureates Internship Finalist.
Akshay Patel.
Fellow Cecilia Gerber, People's Choice National Sparky Awards for the Exchange of Open Information, Chancellor's Student Service and Leadership Award.
Akshita Patel.
Fellow Hua Jin, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Alicia Patel.
Fellow Indru Punwani, Honors College Research Grant.
Davin Patel.
Fellow Rana Cohen, Flaherty Scholarship for Study Abroad, School of Public Health Directors Scholarship, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Lisa Patel.
Fellow Rana Cohen, Honors College University Scholar Award, Asian American Studies Program Creative Arts Research Grant, Chancellor's Undergraduate Research Award.
Nabila Patel.
Fellow Yi Kin Ho, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award.
Nina Patel.
Fellow Dale Rosenthal, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award, Stanford Bank Simulation First Place, Beta Gamma Sigma Business Honor Society.
Priya Patel.
Fellow Catherine Morpeja, Golden Key International Honor Society.
Shruti Patel.
Fellow Jorge Girati, Honors College University Scholar Award, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award, Flaherty Scholarship for Study Abroad.
Kevin Pazik.
Fellow Sarah Dunn, School of Architecture Talent Tuition Award, selected for exhibition, UIC School of Architecture Year-End Show, finalist, UIC School of Architecture Exhibition, cropped.
Alexis Perez.
Fellow David Wise, University of Illinois President's Award, Honors Council Award.
Ernestina Perez.
Fellow Dina Berman, Chancellor's Undergraduate Research Award, Hispanic Scholarship Fund Award, Illinois Legislative Latino Caucus Foundation Scholarship.
Ernestina Perez.
Fellow Sylvia Ferner, University of Illinois President's Award, Honors College Tuition Award, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Razvan Popescu.
Fellow Jeff Lewis, Dean Study Abroad Scholarship.
Emanuele Porreto.
Fellow Shailendra Pandit, Sally and Kevin D'Souza Family Scholarship.
Jessica Prado.
Fellow Beate Gisler, Honors College Tuition Award.
Muntasser Ketub.
Fellow Milos Zifran, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi, Tau Beta Pi Engineering Honor Society.
Rajiv Raju.
Fellow Merlina Rao, Honors College University Scholar Award, UIC Student Research Forum, first place in Business Computer Science Mathematics, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Sharam Rauf.
Fellow Indru Punwani, Honors College Tuition Award, Honor Society Phi Kappa Phi.
Lynette Reyahin.
Fellow Giamelia Fantuzzi.
Genesis Rosales.
Fellow Gary Rainey, National Student Employment Week Award, Honors College Tuition Award, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Jonathan Ross.
Fellow William McCarty.
Matthew Russo.
Fellow Amalia Payares.
Carolina Sabielaskete.
Fellow Charles Larito, Yugurtha Bates Memorial Award, Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award, Honors College Tuition Award.
Bushra Sadat.
Fellow Sudip Mazumdar, Honors College Tuition Award.
Trina Salmon.
Fellow Diana Wilkie, Van Hecke and Bachelor Student Award, Honors College Tuition Award, Deathloff Scholarship.
Christopher Savatieri.
Fellow Duncan Wardrop, Chancellor's Undergraduate Research Award, Honor Society Phi Kappa Phi.
Dustin Sear.
Fellow Ziaul Hassan.
Jordan Seaver.
Fellow Georgette Sinkler.
Alexandra Sesse.
Fellow Mark Chiang, Honors College University Scholar Award.
Tiffany Sebastian.
Fellow Emily Miner, Outstanding Scholarship Award for Biological Sciences 101 Latin Award.
Andrew Soon.
Fellow Farhad Faiz, Everett and Florence Drumright Scholarship.
Shikhar Shah.
Fellow Donald Chambers, National Merit Scholarship, Honors College University Scholar Award, Honors College Tuition Award.
Salwa Shamim.
Fellow Evelyn Lehrer, Clinton Global Initiative University 2012 selectee, Sylvia Safran Economics Award, Council on Legal Education Scholar.
Marta Sherbakova.
Fellow David Shafsma, UIC Student Research Forum, first place in Art, Design, Humanities, Departmental Award for Achievement in Undergraduate Germanic Studies.
Carlita Shen.
Fellow Charles Larito, Honors College University Scholar Award.
Saria Siddiqui.
Fellow Joel Brown, Sarah Madonna Cabas Award for Undergraduate Research, Honors Council of Illinois Region Grant.
Dimitrios Simiakis.
Fellow Mark Grabiner, Honors College University Scholar Award.
Michelle Skinner.
Fellow Jennifer Ashton, Honors College Tuition Award, Flaherty Scholarship for Study Abroad.
Kiera Smith.
Fellow Anna Kornblum, Golden Key International Honor Society.
Ryan Smith.
Fellow Farhad Faiz.
Kyle Sumar.
Fellow Sohail Murad, Tau Beta Pi Engineering Honor Society.
Vinaya Sandurajan.
Fellow Jorge Girati.
Ted Spiewak.
Fellow Randall Jaffe, United States Air Force MC Health Professions Scholarship, Honors College Tuition Award, Transfer Merit Award.
Brian Stafford.
Fellow Sivalingnan Sivanathan, Bernard J. Curtin Scholarship, Chancellor's Undergraduate Research Award, UIC nominee for Barry M. Goldwater Scholarship.
Elizabeth Standerwick.
Fellow Farhad Faiz, Honors College Tuition Award.
Daniela Stelino.
Fellow Maria Varelas.
Anam Syed.
Fellow Michael Ragazzino, Chicago Society for Neuroscience Undergraduate Poster Competition, first place, Sarah Madonna Cabas Undergraduate Research Award, Chancellor's Student Service and Leadership Award.
Benjamin Tam.
Fellow Mary Dawn Hennessy, Rush University Medical Center Active Kindness Award, W.E. Van Doren Scholarship for Nursing, Everett and Florence Drumright Scholarship.
Alexis Tate.
Fellow, Somnath Das. Caterpillar Award for Undergraduate Research, University of Illinois President's Award, Beta Gamma Sigma Business Honor Society.
Kavish Tucker.
Fellow, Brian Kay. Chancellor's Undergraduate Research Award.
Kenneth Thomas.
Fellow, Evan McKenzie. The Lincoln Academy of Illinois Student Laureate, Bernard Shaw Prize, University of Illinois Board of Trustees Student Representative.
Stephanie Thomas.
Fellow, Emmanuel Pollock.
Anabel Torres.
Fellow, Catherine Engel. Chancellor Student Service and Leadership Award, Honors College Tuition Award, University of Illinois President's Award.
Santiago Tovar.
Fellow, Ronna Cohen. Honors College University Scholar Award, Caterpillar Award for Undergraduate Research, Irene N. Jones Estate Scholarship.
Ria Treader.
Fellow, Loretta Quinn. Honors College Tuition Award, Helen Fould Nursing Scholarship, Cerner Corporation Roy R. Campfield Scholarship.
Vanessa Valdez.
Fellow, Karina Reyes. Olive C. Kuhn and Alfred L. Kuhn Scholarship, Benjamin A. Gilman International Scholarship, Dean Scholarship for Study Abroad.
Linda Vanderbilt.
Fellow, Somnath Das.
Gabrielle Vance Bybrook.
Fellow, Donald Chambers. Honors College Student Engagement Grant, Dean Scholarship for Study Abroad, Honors College Tuition Award.
Ariole Van Leeuwen.
Fellow, David Stone. Midwest Psychological Association Student Presenter Award, Honors College Research Grant.
Precious Marie Walker.
Fellow, Betty Bottoms.
Kali Warren.
Fellow, Nancy Cirillo, Phi Theta Kappa Scholarship.
Noor Wazwaz.
Fellow, Lawrence Grimm.
Kelly Weber.
Fellow, Peter Thompson, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
John Westbrook.
Fellow, Gary Rainey, UIC Student Research Forum, second place in Life Sciences category, Sarah Madonna Cabas Award for Undergraduate Research.
Laura Whiteford.
Fellow, Steve Riley, Honors College Research Grant, Tau Sigma National Honor Society, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Rebecca Williamson.
Fellow, Steve Riley, Honors College Tuition Award, UIC Student Research Forum, second place in Art, Design, Humanities.
Connie Yan.
Fellow, David Shafsma, John and Jean Newton Scholarship, Polish National Alliance Hugh Hill Scholarship, UIC Student Research Forum, second place in Art, Design, Humanities.
Juliana Yarushuk.
Fellow, Emily Miner, Honors College Tuition Award.
Alexander Young.
Fellow, Jesus Garcia Martinez, FMC Award of Excellence, General Chemistry Award, Peter James Barbato Scholarship.
Margaret Zero.
Fellow, Hoshang Darabi, Honors College Tuition Award, Tau Beta Pi Engineering Honor Society, Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi.
Julia Sinkis.
Fellow, Donald Wink, Benjamin Freud Award for Scientific Excellence, Merck Award, FMC Award of Excellence.
Hannah Zuber.
Fellow, Jonathan Daly, Midwest Generation Scholar.
Everyone, another round of applause to recognize them all. And now I invite to the podium Dr. Wei Ching Cheng, who is Associate Professor of Communication and also the Honors College Associate Dean for Academic Affairs. She will present the Donald and Leah Riddle Prize. Dean Chang.
The Donald and Leah Riddle Prize recognizes the most outstanding graduating senior in both academic achievement and leadership. The award, endowed by the late former Chancellor Riddle and his wife, is the top honor given to a UIC graduate campus-wide each year. This year's recipient is Wenji Guo, who will graduate on Sunday, summa cum laude, with a bachelor's degree in biological sciences. During her 3 years at UIC, Wenji has distinguished herself in multiple ways, earning a near-perfect grade point average, serving as an undergraduate research assistant in the Department of Pathology to study prostate cancer, and founding the UIC chapter of United for Undergraduate Socioeconomic Diversity. Her academic and leadership accomplishments have been recognized with numerous prestigious national awards, including the Barry M. Goldwater Scholarship and the American Association for Cancer Research Thomas J. Bardos Science Education Award, as well as many campus-level honors. Wenji just won a Fulbright Fellowship to study in the United Kingdom and a graduate fellowship from the University of Oxford. There, she will pursue a doctorate in cancer epidemiology before she returns to the United States to complete her medical degree. It is indeed a pleasure to introduce an exemplary honor student, Wenji Guo.
Our student speaker tonight is Brian Killian, who's excelled in all areas of Honors College emphasis, including intellectual achievement, advanced research, and leadership. On Sunday, Brian will graduate summa cum laude with a degree in biological sciences and minor in religious studies from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. If a prize were given for the most engaged graduating senior, I'd bet that Brian would win it. He's been an undergraduate research assistant in the history department. He's volunteered regularly for the Honors College and for the Newman Center and for his local library. His leadership skills have been developed as a member and student chairperson of the Honors College Dean Student Leadership Council. He's a regular contributor to the Honors College newsletter, The Ampersand, and a student member of the Freshman Read Committee. And as co-founder of the Honors College satirical paper, The Asterisk, he encourages us all to reflect on what we do in the Honors College through a more humorous lens. Brian has earned numerous awards and scholarships recognizing his leadership and service. Next year, Brian will begin his studies as a first-year medical student in the UIC College of Medicine. It is indeed an honor to introduce tonight's student speaker, Brian Killian.
Thank you, Dean Williams. We've all heard that graduation isn't an end, but a beginning to a new journey. Now, some of us may shrug that off, ready to get on with the next stage in our lives. But lately, I've been considering the journeys that we've all completed here at UIC and in the Honors College. I've thought of those big moments, the checkpoints. And while there have been a few, those big moments, despite the significance we give to them, they don't crowd out the smaller moments, the ones without tassels and stoles and programs. They last. They're not on any college map. It's like any time you take a trip. Whenever you return from someplace iconic, everyone wants to know about the big landmarks. Did you see the Tower Bridge? Are the beaches as nice as they seem on TV? How was the Empire State Building? But more often than not, It's the little things which stick with us. The same is true for our academic journeys. We might be able to explain to someone how difficult organic chemistry is, or how long we spent studying for the GRE, or even try and explain what we'll do with that degree in philosophy. But we'd much rather talk about the ways that we've changed our outlook on life, and the ways that we've changed in how we view the world. The big moments often have expectations, and we think we know how we'll feel when we get to them. But in our rush towards those moments, the conferences, the forums, the ceremonies, we may neglect the little moments, and we're surprised later on how deeply they can impact us. Like the time that a gen ed course stops being just another class to take and instead becomes a bridge to an intellectual side of ourselves we never knew existed. Or the classes that we take that make us recall why we got so interested and passionate about the field that we're studying. And even the conversations with strangers in Burnham Hall that started with blowing off steam and ended with each person learning a little bit more about themselves. Those are the mementos that we'll carry with us past this convocation. We've entered a larger world, but then there are those of us who already have. Some of us have studied and traveled to countries we only dreamed we'd ever see postcards of. Others have become advocates and witnesses to the lives and struggles of those in need around the globe and around the city block. But what all of us have begun doing is challenging the ideas we previously held in our minds and our hearts. What we've done is we've embraced those changes which UIC and the Honors College has made within us. We're at a point now which gives us unbelievable perspective on our lives. For many of us, it seems like just yesterday we were fidgeting before our Honors College interviews, and here we are today fiddling with tassels and gowns and stoles. We're able to see how far we've come as learners, thinkers, and leaders. And more importantly, we can use that perspective as motivation in our journeys ahead. And that's what today is about. It's a celebration of the journeys that all of us are continuing to make. Some of us will continue the academic odyssey in grad school. Others are forging a path into the jungles of the job market. And there are those who still don't know what's on the horizon. But that's okay, because what's important is that these are our personal journeys. We're incredibly lucky to have shared these years together, a brief intersection of hundreds of lives, each continuing to branch out into the world. Some of us may see each other again, others might not. I'm lucky, I'm honored and humbled to have shared this journey with you. So arrivederci, bon voyage, and aloha. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brian. I now welcome to the podium Martin Tully. As a representative of the UIC Campus Alumni Advisory Board, Mr. Tully will introduce our alumni speaker this evening, who is Ms. Anna Petrovich. He will also present to her a very special award called the Alumni Loyalty Award, which we in the Honors College nominated her for last fall. Mr. Tully is a 1987 graduate of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. He's now a litigation partner at Catton, Muchin, and Rosenman. He is a life member of the University of Illinois Alumni Association. Mr. Tully is very engaged with UIC, offering students the ability to mentor him, to shadow him at work, and enlisting the UIC mock trial team to serve as jurors when training junior partners at his law firm. And in his spare time, he serves as mayor of Downers Grove. Thank you very much for being with us this evening, Mayor Tully.
Thank you very much, Dean Bottoms. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, UIC friends and family. It is a true privilege to be back here, home once again. I am proud to be representing our University of Illinois Alumni Association at this very special event. The University of Illinois boasts the largest group of alumni in the world, a proud and richly diverse global family of nearly 700,000 members, of which 200,000 are from our Chicago campus. Having the support of such a robust alumni network and an exceptional alumni association as ours is a terrific resource and asset that I have richly benefited from for the last 25 plus years. And I've also been mentored by a few of those students along the way. Now, unfortunately, not all University of Illinois alums stay as connected and as involved with our alma mater as has the impressive and accomplished young woman that we are recognizing this evening with the 2013 University of Illinois Loyalty Award for Exceptional Alumni Service. Anna Petrovich is an ideal role model for honors college students, having become active even before she graduated UIC by understanding the need to be proactive about utilizing the pre-law resources on campus. An outstanding student, Anna was honored with the prestigious Riddle Prize when she graduated. Immediately after graduation, she enrolled in the College of Law at Urbana. We won't hold that against her. And as soon as she completed her law degree there, she contacted the Honors College and offered to act as an advocate for students interested in the legal field. Now, even as a very busy attorney with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, Anna continues to make time to mentor students and probably a few partners, and has participated multiple times as a panelist in the annual Alumni in the Law networking event that is co-sponsored by Honors and LAS colleges. In addition, she is currently supervising a senior capstone thesis and has enlisted other colleagues to do the same. But wait, there's more. An adjunct instructor in the LAS Department of Criminality, Law, and Justice, Anna has taught a variety of classes, which some of you here tonight may have taken. And because Anna understands the financial burdens on students like her, she is a consistent, generous donor to the Honors College. Now, Confucius is supposedly quoted as having said that the scholar does not consider gold and jade to be precious treasures, but loyalty and good faith. As even this brief introduction amply demonstrates, Anna's work with the Honors College and her many other contributions to campus and college activities make her a most worthy and deserving recipient of the University of Illinois Loyalty Award for Exceptional Alumni Service, which it is our privilege to present to her this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, UIC friends and family, please join me in a robust round of applause congratulating our honoree, Anna Petrovich.
Good evening, graduates, fellow alumni, family, and friends. My heartfelt congratulations go out to the graduates tonight. This class is truly impressive. You're brilliant, you're hardworking, and ambitious. I applaud you in your personal development and academic accomplishments. Like you, I chose UIC to pursue my education, and coming to UIC was one of the best decisions of my life. I had wonderful mentors in the Honors College, great personal, academic, and even financial support from the UIC Honors College. But when I was in your shoes, sitting in those seats, I didn't realize that my education and experience at UIC would continue to have such a positive impact on my life and my career. In fact, I received my first job offer at a large law firm in Chicago due in substantial part to my experiences at UIC. And the reason it's so special is that UIC graduates have this golden reputation. They're not only intelligent, but they have a remarkable work ethic and an entrepreneurial spirit, unlike graduates from many other respectable institutions. We have that self-starter attitude that is an essential ingredient to success. After all, hearing many of the awards tonight, I see that so many of you have already made tremendous strides. So I encourage you to take a moment and just appreciate the community that you are now part of. And don't be shy about bragging about it. And I want to just take a moment to brag as well about some of my friends who were sitting next to me in the same seats on my graduation day, and just tell you what they've accomplished in less than 10 years from their graduation day. Ian Williams is a graduate from Northwestern Law School. In his very first jury trial, he obtained an $8.3 million verdict in favor of his client. He is now clerking for Judge Pallmeyer of the Northern District of Illinois. Hemant Mehta now teaches math and coaches debate at Neuqua Valley High School. He has published 3 books on religion. He's been featured on CNN, Fox News, and the Wall Street Journal. He's also contributed to NPR and the Washington Post. Elizabeth O'Brien is a graduate of Loyola Law School and has recently been named as a partner at a prominent firm based in Chicago. Neil Iyengar is a physician who is now doing his fellowship in oncology at Memorial Sloan Kettering in New York City. Anne Corrali Alvarez is an occupational therapist who has co-authored a new version of the OT assessment tool. She's a conference chair of the Illinois OT Association and works at Neuqua Valley High School. Manisha Sahai Mitra is a physician who is completing her fellowship in neurology at Northwestern Memorial Hospital. She has published and presented research related to women's health and neurology issues. Kareem Basaria is a graduate from Northwestern Law School. He's currently clerking for Judge Kendall in the Northern District of Illinois and will be working at the prominent law firm Sidley Austin. So that's me bragging about my UIC friends from my class, and I encourage you to do the same about your friends and classmates sitting next to you today. And I also encourage you to remain connected. It's very easy through the Illinois Alumni Network. I remained involved with the Alumni Network even when I entered law school, and I encourage you to do the same thing. One thing that you will quickly encounter as you pursue your careers is that many opportunities open up through your network of friends. And fortunately, you are part of a great network here at UIC, but you need to remain visible and connected to benefit from it. And once you succeed, which I know you will, give back. Give back through mentoring, volunteering, and financially when you are able to. Many students, including me and many of you, have depended upon such generosity. The more support we can offer to our community, the more we will all benefit. So I look forward to spending time with you through our alumni network. As a starting point, I invite you to attend the Honors College Alumni Social, which will be held on May 15th at 6 p.m. at Hawkeyes on Taylor. I hope to see you there. As always, we must remain connected and rely on each other to support our continued success. And again, congratulations to you all.
Thank you very much, Ms. Petrovich, for being here with us tonight and for all of your support throughout the years. And now a few words from me. You're the first class that I helped to recruit when I became dean. You have forgotten it, I'm quite sure, but on the day that I met you during the admissions interview when you were just seniors in high school, I told you that I wanted you to come to UIC and to join the UIC Honors College if you were the kind of committed, engaged, excellent student who wanted to make UIC and the Honors College a better place. And you've done that. You have represented academic excellence all over this campus, in classrooms, in student organization meetings, in interactions with students, faculty, staff, administrators, all across this campus. You have made UIC a better place. You have made the Honors College a better place. And for that, I thank you. In the printed program, the audience can see many of your impressive academic honors, but they can't see your extra and co-curricular activities that you did every single semester for your honors activity. You played key roles in student government and other organizations. You volunteered for socially responsible projects in the community, such as Project Esteem, where you help at-risk children learn science through experiments. Sometimes you wrote plays, or you designed theater sets for your honors activity. Sometimes you conducted research that contributes to basic science, to medical advances, and to worthwhile applied social issues. Every one of you has completed the honors capstone thesis, meaning that you accomplished an independent piece of scholarship in your field and then you presented it publicly. Congratulations on that. Senior Nina Patel said this about the capstone experience, and I quote, "The capstone project provided me the opportunity to really think critically outside of the normal realm of classes. I believe the capstone project was especially beneficial to me as a business student." Now I want to quickly highlight a few examples of your impressive research projects by reading some of the titles of your capstone theses. Vola Johnson's thesis was entitled Redefining Masculinity, the Man as Mother in Futurist Literature. Ernestina Perez, Sisters Advocating for Stronger Sisters, an analysis of community-level outreach and peer-mediated intervention programs. Alvaro Cruz, Mathematical Insight Problem Solving in Bilinguals. Francis de la Torre, Heredity of Restless Leg Syndrome in a Pregnant Population. Vidya Govind Thomas, No Oxygen, No Problem. Naked mole rats demonstrate extreme natural protection from oxygen deprivation. Precious Marie Walker, an analysis of the verbal and nonverbal communication styles of healthcare providers. Christopher Groling, Amtrak, the Future of America's Passenger Railroad. Shreya Gandhi, SKP2 Regulation of HDAC3. Now, my favorite part. What are these talented students going to do next with the intellectual, social, and leadership experiences provided by their UIC honors education? I'm going to give a few examples. Hannah Koppel is going to join the Peace Corps in Guinea, teaching secondary education physics and helping with public health initiatives about malaria and HIV/AIDS prevention, gender equality, and food security. Laura Mahady is going to pursue a PhD in neuroscience at Rush University under a National Institute for Aging training grant. Laurab Khan will study for a master's degree in comparative government at the London School of Economics. Shane Dillon is going to start his career as an associate engineer at Sargent and Lundy. Thank you, Shane, for fixing my stupid smartphone many times over the years. Ivan Lepetic will start his doctoral studies in gravitation and cosmology physics at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Thanks to him for fixing my stupid computer many times over the years. Jessica Grant has been named Artist in Residence at Chicago's Urban Art Retreat. Kayla Christian received a McNair Fellowship for her master's work in Earth Sciences at Syracuse University. Alden Ijupovic will enter the Illinois College of Optometry, and Demetrius Simiakis will pursue physical therapy at Northwestern University. And Jessica Albergo will be moving north to the University of Wisconsin at Madison to start veterinary school. I could go on and on and on. The point is that every single one of you is very, very accomplished, and you have wonderful careers and wonderful lives ahead of you, lives that are going to be built upon the strong foundation that UIC and the Honors College have given you. All right, last thing. Upon the occasion of your impending graduation, I will offer a little bit of advice. It's hard to give advice without seeming cliche, but I'm going to ask you to humor me for about 5 minutes, because we people who are more than twice your age think that our experiences are important. And guess what? They have taught us something important, so listen. Number one, don't spend your entire life waiting for what comes next. Enjoy what's in front of you along the way. Number two, take advantage of every good opportunity that comes your way. Don't be afraid to take some risks. but have the sense enough to recognize the difference between a good and a bad risk. Third, try your very best at everything you do, but don't get paralyzed by perfection. Sometimes good enough is good enough. Fourth, always enjoy what you're doing, and if you stop enjoying it, have the guts to stop doing it. Working hard can bring you great, great joy, but only if you like what you're doing and only if you're suited to it. Fifth, be bold, be self-confident, believe in yourself, speak up if you can fix a problem, and if you see an injustice, be a leader. But don't be arrogant. Listen to other people and learn from their experiences and their advice. Sixth, think before you speak and before you write an email message. Things I have learned. Seventh, if you're prone to be a chronic worrier, stop it. Don't lose a moment of your life worrying about things you cannot change. Instead, focus calmly on those you can change. And you ought to recognize where this is headed, since I am a professor of psychology. Invest in some therapy. There is not a single person alive who wouldn't benefit from it, because therapy teaches you about yourself and about others and how to interpret your surroundings in a way that will make you much happier as well as those around you. Eighth, don't forget the values you learned in the Honors College and give back. As Provost Kaufman used to say at this convocation when he was dean, and I quote, "There are many paths to success in life, but all the truly successful paths are paved with kindness and service to others." Finally, as you leave the Honors College, as you've heard from many others tonight, don't forget the Honors College. You have benefited from the added value of the Honors College activities, scholarships, classes, advisors, faculty fellows, and so on and so on. As a result, you're now uniquely positioned to serve as a role model for future students and a donor, giving scholarships to the students who wouldn't otherwise be where you are right now. So please stay connected. In closing, I'll give you the words of Senior Solomon Natala, who said, quote, "The Honors College is one of the tightest knit groups of people I have ever met. Some of the strongest friendships I have made at UIC were fostered because of the Honors College, and I know that these relationships will last a lifetime." So, as you sit there right now, take a minute to look around you at those friendships. Take great care to maintain them. They will be with you the rest of your life. Before we adjourn, I want to thank many people for today's ceremony, including Provost Kaufman, the UIC Commencement Committee, our friends in Student Affairs, all of whom ensure the tradition of the UIC Honors College Convocation and make sure that we have this wonderful venue here tonight. Thank you, Dean Kirshner, Provost Kaufman, Ms. Petrovich, Brian Killian, everyone who has joined me here tonight on stage. Thanks also especially to the Honors College students and the staff members, especially Honors Associate Dean Stacy Williams, for their very, very hard work to make this wonderful event not only happen, but happen flawlessly. And thanks to the signers who made our convocation accessible to those with hearing difficulties. And of course, thanks to all of you graduates and your family and your friends and everyone else who's come tonight for being with us. Once more, congratulations to the class of 2013. Okay, a couple of important instructions. Graduates, after you march out, you're going to come right back. for about 10 or 15 minutes while we take your class picture. Everyone else, family members and friends, there is a reception right down the hall, and as soon as everybody leaves from the podium and from down there, you can go on, and they'll come after their picture and join you. Everybody, we're going to exit the stage in the order in which we arrived: flag bearers, platform party, faculty, then students. As we exit, I'm going to invite Mr. Eric Leafblad, Cook County Assistant State's Attorney and President of the Honors College Alumni Association, to carry the alumni banner and precede the Honors College banner and students as a way of celebrating your new status as Honors College alum. Thank you all, and the very best of luck to the class of 2013.